Welcome back to the Hive, everybody, and thank you for joining us. Today we have a vlog about a rider who's very likable, perhaps one of the most likable Speedway riders in history, and he has a remarkable story to tell. It's very interesting. So we're going to introduce the great, fast Eddie Castro. Eddie was born February 24th, 1959, and he resides for the last lot of years in Ojai, California. Ojai, do you know Ojai, California? It's over there by Ventura somewhere. And Eddie has been riding motorcycles for a long, long time. He started racing in the early 70s. He had a Honda XR75. I bet he had a muffler on that thing that was loud. And he raced TT, flat track, and motocross. Eddie Castro just loved racing motorcycles at an early age. His name is Fast Eddie Castro. Why? Because he's a fast motorcycle rider. Now, Eddie has never won a United States National Championship, but Eddie Castro has won the National Championship in all the fans' hearts. Hey! Eddie's popularity spans many decades of Speedway motorcycle riding. He is well liked. Eddie Castro is a nice guy. That's why everybody likes Fast Eddie. Did you see the movie On Any Sunday, the final chapter? Eddie Castro had a little bit part in there. He was walking around with his top hat, his famous top hat. Eddie Castro is a true character of Speedway. And just this past year, Eddie's steel shoe, his hot shoe, one of them, he probably had many hot shoes, was retired in the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame in Las Vegas, Nevada. It couldn't happen to a nicer guy than Eddie Castro. Now, Eddie has won main events in all the tracks and all over Southern California. Eddie Castro has won so many main events in the past many years. He is a fixture in American Speedway. Now, Eddie has been in countless United States Speedway National Championships. He's been in so many, but he's never won any. And his highest finish was 4th place in the AMA National Championship in 2002, tied with Greg Herbie Hancock. However, in 1988, Eddie won the Arizona State Championship. Eddie Castro was the champion of Arizona. Woo-hoo-hoo! And he was a track champion, points champion, with me at the Victorville Speedway. Eddie Castro and me, we had some success together. And then things came crashing down a little bit for Fast Eddie Castro. In 2015, Fast Eddie was diagnosed with cancer. And he went through a series of treatments, radiation, chemotherapy, all these treatments to treat the cancer. It was really terrible. I talked with Fast Eddie during that time and he was down. It was a low point in Fast Eddie's life. However, in 2016, he was still fighting that cancer. The Speedway community, the loving Speedway community of California, they went ahead and had a charity event and helped raise some money to help pay for Fast Eddie Castro's expenses. Being the champion that Fast Eddie is, he fought that cancer. He fought it hard. And he went through 2 years of hell dealing with that cancer. That was definitely the low point of Fast Eddie's life. However, he beat that thing. And in 2017, he was free of that cancer. And he went back to racing Speedway. Fast Eddie Castro is a champion. Even to this day, you see Fast Eddie Castro at Paris and Bakersfield. He's a good rider. Eddie Castro keeps competing. He licked that cancer. And now he keeps racing Speedway. When is Eddie Castro going to stop? Probably never. Around September of 2021 this year, Costa Mesa is going to open up, I heard. So Eddie Castro will be at Costa Mesa. And if they open up Industry Hills, I'm sure you're going to see Eddie Castro at both tracks. But Eddie Castro will definitely be at Costa Mesa. All this year, Eddie Castro has been attending night classes. He's still at 62 attending night classes. He's doing some type of computerized training for some kind of welding or some kind of machine work. And Eddie Castro is definitely advancing himself and never stopping. And Eddie Castro was a union welder for many, many years. In 2007 came Eddie Castro's most embarrassing moment perhaps in his career, and it happened when he raced for me on the Bumblebee team. He was at the Fair Derby. Every year they have that Fair Derby if all the people come in for free. They're at the fair. It's really a great event. And Eddie Castro was there racing that night, and they had all the officials, the board members, the governor, all these people were at the Speedway races. 7,000 people. The race started, and Eddie Castro dropped the clutch, and he anticipated the start a little bit like he does some, you know, Fast Eddie, he always anticipates that start, and he has good starts, and he had an anticipated start. It was really good. He was seeking to win that bronze hat, that Sonny Nutter Fair Derby Championship trophy. Fast Eddie Castro was safely in the lead. He looked like he was going to advance to that final championship to win that trophy. He was going to win that trophy, I thought. And then the race was red flagged by the referee, Brian Galvin. The referee stopped the race. Everything was stopped. And Fast Eddie Castro was excluded from that race. He was kicked out by the referee. It was bad. And all hell broke loose. The referee, Galvin, he hated our team all year long. He gave us a lot of bush rank calls the whole year long. We complained about it a lot to the promoters, but they didn't do much. And then Eddie was kicked out of that race for the anticipation. He should have at least got a restart, but he was kicked out, done for the night. And Eddie was really mad. I was really mad too when I watched that race. And Eddie drove by the referee and gave him the bird. You know, up yours, dude. Gave him the middle finger. And he was driving around the turn 1 and 2, going to the pits. And the referee, Galvin, he ran off of his perch there by the starting line. He ran over and met Fast Eddie Castro and started tackling him and started having a fight. And then now we have a fight, WWF, in the middle of the Fair Derby. 7,000 fans. And we have a brawl, the referee and Fast Eddie Castro. It was crazy. I think bad blood on both sides was brewing all year long. It was really bad. I was there. I was in the middle. I knew everything going on. And it was really bad. And I'm sure that both sides really didn't like each other. And it was just a big brawl. Jimmy Fishbeck, the little animal Jimmy Fishbeck, was in there pulling bodies off. It was just wild. 7,000 Fair Derby fans got a free brawl. They got an MMA fight. They had a real exciting event. They had Speedway and they had the MMA in the same arena. It was really great. And it was just crazy. And Eddie Castro, he got excluded for the remainder of the season at Costa Mesa for that brawl. And it was just a bad situation. And I'm sure Eddie Castro doesn't want me to talk about it, but it happened. And it's a part of history. Why not? We should point out that that particular event would not tarnish Eddie Castro's storybook career. He has an amazing career, still going, and he's just a great guy. Eddie Castro is one of the nicest guys you will ever meet, and he just is beloved by all. Like I said at the beginning of the show, he is probably one of the most famous, one of the most likable riders in America today. Eddie Castro has been racing Speedway for many, many years. It's the late 70s, early 80s, and Eddie Castro has an incredible dedication to the sport of Speedway. He's been an incredible ambassador, just a great guy. Eddie Castro is always at the races. He supports Speedway. He supports the fans. He's just beloved by all. Fast Eddie Castro. He overcame that cancer, many obstacles in his life to achieve his dreams of racing Speedway abroad and at home. He's thrilled us for how many years now? A long time. And we want to thank him for his dedication, his love of Speedway. He's truly an amazing person. And we want to thank and appreciate who? Fast Eddie Castro!